Welcome everybody to this call. Thank you so much for joining us this afternoon. My name is Tina, and I'm one of your hosts for this meeting. And if you are invited to this call, then the people who have invited you obviously care very much about you, and they think that you would be awesome at this opportunity. And what we would like to do is share with you why we love this opportunity and why we think this could help you in your different lives. So can we go to the next slide, sis? So first off, let's share a little bit about what we do. So we work for a network marketing company called Monat. We are the number 1 hair care company in the world, and we are quickly expanding. We offer luxury hair care, skincare, and wellness products, and we are already clinically proven to work. And we are 7 years old, and we are already $1 billion company, and we have just expanded to 7 countries now. So we are in the US, UK, Poland, Ireland, Lithuania, and Spain, and I'm missing one. Shucks, I'm missing one of the last ones. But sorry, but that's just a little bit about us. And this company has already made such a big impact in such a short amount of time. We go to the next slide. And so what we want to do is just introduce ourselves a little bit more, and how we get started and how we all got started. So my name is Hina again, and I'm married. I am a mom of 2 boys, and I'm an associate market mentor in the business. And I've been with the company for about a year. And then we have Olivia, who is single. She is a college student, and she is a managing market partner. There's also Kristen, and she is married, and she's a full-time wife, and she is a market partner with Monat. And I'll actually hand the time over to Kristen to introduce more about our stories and how we all got started in the business.
Thanks, Tina. So for myself, at least, the initial thought of actually starting this business was really just help financially, to help my family, to help me and my husband, to be able to make our long-term goals possible. But as the pandemic happened and whatnot, things kind of got a little bit complicated, where we definitely did feel a limitation. And that's what I appreciate about Monat, is that Monat definitely did help me to kind of further my dreams, to be able to make my dreams a reality. But when I started, I actually didn't think about that immediately. I actually thought of more of the physical needs. And for me, it was my hair and skin. And since I already got into a really bad habit on spending money and whatnot, I figured, you know what, if I'm going to join into something, I might as well go all the way in. And on top of that, though, I might as well get paid for it. So for me personally, I just went ahead and kind of stuck with just wanting to get paid, be able to kind of just buy myself some time. But as I ventured off more into the business, I started to realize that my long-term goals and everything were a possibility. For me, with my long-term goals, one of my main ones, though, is to get out of the apartment that I currently am. And with all my insecurities and whatnots prior to this business and just in life in general, I kept diving further and further into my own insecurities and my fears. And so, like I said, what I loved about Monat is the fact that they had forced me, not forced me, but they definitely did help me to kind of hone into what it is that what my long-term goals are, and be able to make that a reality. Another plus with working in the business is all the different perks that you have. You've got trips, you've got the motor club that allows you to be able to work towards either getting a free trip. This year they have one over in the Dominican Republic. Like I said, you can be able to work towards a free vehicle. You can be able to get bonuses. On top of all those perks, you are also able to kind of work whenever you want to, be able to work as long as you have Wi-Fi, any type of gadgets that may work with Wi-Fi. Again, there's so many different perks to it. And these are just a few of them that I'm really happy that's been able to work for me. I'll turn them over to Olivia to kind of talk a little bit more about how Interlitos are making money out of this company.
Yes, thank you so much, Kristen, for sharing a lot about that. But yes, let's talk money. We all know that, like Kristen was saying about investing into something, you will be investing into starting basically your own business. And so we want to ask you guys, how much money would you need to make for this opportunity to be worth your time? It could be A, $500, B, $1,000, or C, $5,000. And this could be monthly or even yearly for you. And then keep those goals in mind, or those numbers in mind. And I'm going to just share with you guys our Smart Start. So our Smart Start will basically help you create a foundation for the start of your business. So it's an accelerated bonus program for you to, for your first 3 months in the business, earn extra bonuses by building blocks, and it will help create that customer base and team for you. And so we're just going to be breaking down how basically the Smart Start will work and what you would need to do to be able to create, make that investment back for you. And so as you can see here, we have 3 different blocks here. And so in one block, 4 VIPs will equal a $60 bonus. And then when you add a market partner or an MP, you can get a minimum of $50 bonus. And so one block will add up into $150. And then when you repeat that same thing for 3 times, that will create a Mo neighborhood. And that will give you a $500 bonus. So one block will give you a $150 bonus. And so when you basically combined everything all together, you would get at least $1,500 in profits from that. And you can do the Smart Start however much times you would want to complete it. If it's only 1 time that you put as a goal, or it could be 3 times, there's no cap to our compensation plan. And then we'll move forward with turning it over to Hina. I think you're muted, sis.
Thanks for bringing that to my attention. Sorry about that. So something that I want to ask you guys is, how do you monate? This is more toward my business partners, but for those of you guys who are now joining our call for the first time, you're probably wondering what that question means. So basically, how do we all work our businesses differently? You know, we're all not, we all don't have the same kind of schedules. We all have very different working schedules or lifestyles. So how do we all make the business work for us individually and in our own different lifestyle? So for example, for me as a full-time mom, the way that I best work my business, I actually prefer to work in the mornings, about an hour or 2 before the kids wake up. And then that way I'm present with the kids throughout the day. And then when they go down for their nap, I'll work again for another few hours and then get back to time with the kids. And then in the evenings is when I kind of evaluate how my day went, close out anything I need to do for the day, and plan for the next day. And then as an example, Olivia, she was a college student when she started the business. And I remember her always jumping on calls in between classes, always working and networking in between classes and training, because she was a student athlete. And with Kristen, she helps to manage some of her husband's work from home. And so she has to work around her husband's schedule. So she finds time, I want to say she works best in the morning, like after 6 a.m. And then we all usually make time for each other in the afternoons. And so that just gives you an idea of how all of us work our businesses around our different schedules. But what this also goes to show you is that you can work this business around your own schedule, whatever that may be. And so whether you're a full-time mom, whether you're a college student, whether you're a full-time wife, and also doing management for your husband's work on the side, there's ways for you to make this business work for you. And the beauty of the business is that what you put in is what you get out. You know, if you put in time every day, your business is going to grow, and you're going to see that happening for your business. Can you go to the next slide, sis? All right. So we are going to now turn the time over to have the Q&A portion for our call. We can probably stop our recording here for now. And any kind of questions that you have, if you're